Welcome to the very mysterious theatrical venue that is Cambrian Hall. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Julio Cesar Chavez, 171 centimeters tall with a reach of 173. And he'll be facing Teofimo Lopez. He stands 5 foot 8 inches tall and has a reach of 60. He is the Grand Campeon. It's Teofimo Lopez tries to be entertaining both in and out of the ring. And boy, is he talented, a 2-division world champion.
They have waited for this fight for so long, John. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 107 career victories. Introducing El Gran Campeón Mexicano, Julio Cesar Chavez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Brooklyn, New York, in the United States, an electrifying 2-division champion of the world known as the Takeover, Teofimo Lopez.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
I love this arena. All right. I dream of places like this. I dream of fights like this. I dream of atmospheres like this, but it could only happen here.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Nice counter shot. They exchange punches. Someone tell these 2 that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. This is a high-octane battle. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Catch and shoot. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Counter punch caught him clean. So much for boxing. This is a fight. The straight right just misses. Julio Cesar Chavez just got rocked. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
Here we go, it's round 2. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter punch. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You fight a swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
The straight right just misses. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A perfect counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Oh, wait a minute! Oh, and the grand champion might go down. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery?
As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
That's like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's talk about Chavez and that. There's the bell for round 3. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Dios mío! Is Julio Cesar Chavez going to go down? It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And the takeover's in some big trouble now. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a...
What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
You're right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far? Here we go to the 4th round. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. He threw a punch and just got countered. That counter shot lands. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Good counter punch. Lopez goes down. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Good, look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
That punch landed. Nice counter. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez out loud. And there's the bell for round 5. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. This fight will continue. Missing with that right hook. Julio Cesar Chavez in some serious trouble. How are they still standing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
Even I've got...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Subscribe.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to...
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. A borderline disaster. There's the bell to start round 6. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
And he scores with the counter. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself down trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Good counter punching. Stamina is off the charts. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out if you prepare.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't.
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the fight carried on? These guys are going to have to do it all over again.